Welcome to Change Bites with Rafa Mustafa, where change management insights are shared in small, practical bites. Tune in for actionable tips and real-world strategies, with an infographic summary available on the Agile-Brainz LinkedIn page and website. Let's dive into today's episode.
Want your change initiative to succeed? Don't overlook the middle. People leaders, team leads, supervisors, and managers are often the bridge between strategy and execution. And when change hits, they are the ones your people turn to first. Yet, they're often the most under-supported. In today's episode, let's talk about how to engage and empower these pivotal players to champion change. Welcome back to Change Bites, the podcast where we break down real-world change management into practical strategies. Today, we will walk through a structured plan to support people leaders so they can support their teams with confidence, clarity, and connection. Let's start with why this matters. People leaders aren't just in the middle of the org chart. They are at the heart of how change is experienced. According to ProSci, which is a globally recognized change management methodology, people leaders play 5 key roles during change. They are communicators of key messages, advocates for the change, coaches to their teams, managers of resistance, and liaison between the team and the project. When people leaders don't feel confident or supported in their roles, the result is often confusion, resistance, or disengagement. But when we get it right, when we equip and empower them, they become one of the most powerful drivers of change success. The first step, making sure they actually understand what change management is and how it applies to them. We're not talking about theories here, just a simple practical introduction. Change management is about helping people through change with clear communication, engagement, training, and support. You can make it even easier by helping leaders answer 3 core questions. What is changing? Why is it changing? And how will it affect my team? To bring that to life, give people leaders a simple one-pager, something practical they can actually use. It could include a plain English definition of change management, a quick visual on the change curve, or the ATCA model, which is a widely used framework that outlines how individuals move through change from awareness to reinforcement. And round it out with few examples of what good change leadership looks like in action, like raising the change in team huddles, or reinforcing key messages during one-on-ones, or checking in on how the team is adjusting. Next, show them how they can step into their change roles with confidence, especially when it comes to coaching and managing resistance. Let's take a common scenario. A team member says, "The old system worked just fine." A supportive leader might respond by saying, "I hear you. Change can be frustrating, but this new system will help reduce errors and save time. Let's go through it together later this week so it feels a bit more familiar." That's coaching through resistance. It's not about convincing, it's about listening, reassuring, and staying involved. The key is to show leaders how to apply these behaviors in the day-to-day so it doesn't feel like something extra, but something natural. Now that they understand the what and the how, the next step is giving them the tools to lead with confidence. This is where a well-designed people leader toolkit really makes a difference. You don't need pages of content. Just one focused, practical document can go a long way. Think of including things like a clear project overview and timeline, a simple before and after infographic that outlines key benefits, frequently asked questions with answers they can confidently share, quick fix tips for common issues. For example, simple IT troubleshooting they can handle without logging a ticket, and templates they can use to track staff feedback or team readiness. It's not about information overload. It's about giving them what they need in one place to feel prepared and in control. Support shouldn't stop after the toolkit lands in their inbox. Ongoing connection is what makes the difference. You might set up quick fortnightly check-ins with people leaders, 15 to 20 minutes to ask what's working and what's not. You can also bring them into working groups during the consultation phase. That shows their voice matters and gives them early buy-in. And don't underestimate the value of connection. A dedicated Microsoft Teams channel where people leaders can ask questions, share what's working, and even vent a little can help them feel part of something bigger. Keeping people leaders in the loop helps them feel like partners in the process, not just messengers. Share regular updates with them. That might be stats on user adoption, feedback, highlights from staff, or even spotlighting a team doing something well. You can also gather insight about their impact by including them in your pre-go-live readiness survey. For example, you can include questions like, has your leader discussed the upcoming change with you? Or, do you feel supported by your manager through this transition? It's a simple way to measure how well leaders are guiding their teams, and it sends a message that their role in the change matters. Here is the thing. Change doesn't roll out just because we said so. It sticks because people experience it through their leaders. People leaders are the messengers, the mentors, the motivators. And when we support them with the right knowledge, tools, and space to connect, we set the whole organization up for better adoption, less resistance, and stronger outcomes. That's a wrap on this episode of Change Bites. If your project has people leaders, it's time to move beyond email briefings. Equip, engage, and elevate them. Check out the episode summary on the Agile-Brainz LinkedIn page, and don't forget to follow and subscribe. Thanks for listening, and I'll catch you next time with more bite-sized strategies for change management.
Thanks for tuning in to Change Bites. We hope these insights inspire meaningful change. For more resources, follow Agile-Brainz on LinkedIn and check the podcast notes for all shared links. Be sure to follow the podcast for more tips.